Hello everyone, and my name is Ethan Dykes, and welcome to my presentation on advertisements for Module 10. I have chosen 5 different Super Bowl commercials that have aired throughout the years over the last couple of decades, ranging from 1984 all the way up to 2017. The reason I chose Super Bowl commercials is because I found them to be very interesting, very funny, very fun to use, very unique, and they have such a large impact. They are incredibly popular, so they offer a great analysis for this project. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first one we're going to look at is probably one of the most famous and most critically acclaimed advertisements of all time for the Super Bowl. It's called 1984 by Apple, and it was actually directed by Ridley Scott, the director of the Alien franchise. And again, it is considered one of the best and most clever advertisements of all time. It also aired in 1984, so you can see that the theme here is about the future. It also made reference to George Orwell's dystopian novel, 1984, as well. And the whole goal of the advertisement was to push people to buy the new Apple computer Macintosh. It was a kind of controversial advertisement, but it was iconic, and it was very effective because of its use of fear and logical motives. Fear in that if you didn't buy this computer, bad things would happen, and logic in that this is the most logical computer to buy. So yeah, Apple created quite a good advertisement here. So on to the next one. Something a little bit more lighthearted here is the Budweiser "Was Up" commercial. You've probably heard of this one, or have seen it, or reference it anytime. It aired in 1999. It actually won multiple awards and spawned a 3-year whole campaign for Budweiser. Also created a new catchphrase for the company and basically a whole generation of people who reference this commercial all the time. The commercial came out to great success due to its strong use of verbal cues and humor motivation. People just instantly recognized the "Was Up" commercial and associated with Budweiser. So Budweiser used humor motivation to great success here in 1999. The third advertisement we're going to look at is another humorous ad called the Baby Ad by E-Trade, an investment company of sorts. Also another strong user of humor motivation, and it starred comedian Pete Holmes. It promoted people to buy stock through E-Trade, and it did this by humorously making it seem like their company was so easy to use that a baby could use it. So E-Trade claimed the company was so easy to use that a baby could use it. It also kind of used logic in a sense that if a baby can use it, it's logical that you can use this company. It's very easy that way, and it's also kind of a warm, has a kind of a warm factor in motivation, in that the baby is super cute, and just gives you a wholesome feeling whenever you think about this company. It also spawned multiple advertisement campaigns, so it just became very iconic after its airing in 2008. Next up, we have the Secret Society advertisement by Avocados from Mexico. Kind of a very self-aware comedic skit, by the company. It's very feel-good, very humorous. Again, with the humor motivation, it seems to be very popular amongst Super Bowl commercials due to just how, if you're able to successfully use humor, you can really make people identify with your company. It is kind of self-aware in the sense that it acknowledges like subliminal advertising and all sorts of different techniques, and with its cameo by comedian Jon Lovitz, and it is effective in making its audience want the product that it shows at the end, again acknowledging the subliminal advertisement and stuff for avocados, I guess you could say. But it is quite a funny and very effective advertisement. Next up, we have arguably the most iconic Super Bowl commercial of all time, the Force commercial by Volkswagen, aired in 2011. Promoted the new Volkswagen Passat car, kind of targeted middle-class families, Star Wars fans, and the somewhat child inside of all of us by using very warm motivational tactics. It is the most shared Super Bowl commercial of all time, interesting enough, and it came out to great effect. Alright, that is it for this presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something about Super Bowl commercials. And yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you next time.